Alright, build muscle and lose fat on a diet. You're going to have to diet if you want to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Is it possible to do both? That's debatable. But it is possible to change your body composition, especially when you're just starting out. So when you're just starting out, how to know what to do? I'm going to get philosophical here on you. Little Chinese like moment of Zen for a minute. To know how to get to where you want to go, you must first know where you are. Deep. Well, what does that mean for dieting? That means we have to find a starting point. So to find a starting point, what are you going to do? Well, you've probably got a reasonable idea of macronutrients, at least what they are. Your protein, carbs, and fats, and some would argue fiber. But for the sake of time and for the sake of this being to assist beginners, we're just going to go protein, carbs, and fats. So where do you find your starting point? What I like to suggest to people, and this usually works for just about everybody. It's going to work for everybody to find out where you are. Your protein requirements. To know what you need for protein, take your body weight and add 50 to that. And that's what you want to get in grams of protein. So if you're a 200-pound guy, you want 250 grams. And like I said, there's no scientific rule. This is just a starting point to get you started, to get you on your way. Protein, body weight plus 50. That's going to be your grams of protein. Carbohydrates, do your body weight, especially if you're pushing 30, a little bit over 30. Your body weight and carbohydrates probably going to be enough, especially if you're not a huge guy already. Either way, this is just a starting point. We can adjust later. So your body weight in carbohydrates. And for fats, half your body weight. So for a 200-pound guy, you're going to have 250 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbohydrates, and 100 grams of fats. And you want to spread that out over 6 meals. Now, with protein, it should be pretty even. With the carbohydrates, it typically works best to kind of center them around your workout. If you're working out in the afternoon, you can do like carb backloading a little bit more in depth in a diet. But essentially what carb backloading is, you put your carbs around your workout, more carbs after your workout, so you wouldn't have as many early in the day. I work out first thing in the morning, so I have carbs first meal, and then I go train. But I take carbs out of a few meals later in the day because I only eat like 250 grams, maybe 300 grams on some days, and I like to put the majority of those immediately pre-workout, immediately post-workout, and then the meal after my post-workout shake that I have juice with. So that's really it for a good starting point. Get on that, do it for 2-3 weeks. It's going to get you used to counting your macronutrients. It's going to give you some idea, some semblance of a diet, as long as you try to do it with healthy food and not that if it fits your macros, eating freaking like Pop-Tarts or whatever. Try to do it with as much healthy food as possible. It's going to be better for your body. And forgot what I was talking about for a second. Man, I'm getting older. Anyway, do it for about 3 weeks. And if you start to lose weight, you can increase. You can increase protein if you want. That's probably going to be pretty close to like a full requirement to build muscle. You can increase your carbohydrates and you can increase your fats. Kind of whatever works easiest for you, because most of us work full-time jobs, have kids. I don't have kids, but work full-time jobs and have a lot of requirements. So do it the way that is tailored to be the easiest for you to do as far as increasing your calories if you need to. And if you gain a little weight doing that, you probably have kind of a crappy metabolism. I would suggest starting some morning cardio, and you can still reduce your carbohydrates and fats. I'd keep the protein the same though, especially this diet is going to be for guys who are working out and who want to build some muscle. So you want to keep your protein, you know, at least your body weight. Your body weight plus 50 is probably going to be good for sustaining and building muscle. So that's it to get started. If you want me to go more into depth on a diet, or you want to see what I eat, I'll show you. It shouldn't really matter what I eat for what you eat, as long as you're using the formula. That's the formula that I use as a starting point. But if you want to see, request it in the comments section, and I'll film food, because that's what you're into. All right.